TV8 Summit Outside Tea. I'm with an amazing organization, Amazing Brains. How are you, Micah?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for having me today.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So for the people at home who've heard of Amazing Brains, kind of give us some more detail on what you guys kind of specify in. What's your guys' specialty?
So our specialty is helping people recover and shift the states of how they feel. So right now we're focusing on helping people with traumatic brain injuries, autism, depression, anxiety, ADHD.
Right.
But we also have another branch where we work with the special forces and we help people get into flow states, which is, basically human performance and where people feel and perform their best.
You guys are doing such good work in the community. Now, for people who have had traumatic brain injuries, what are some things that you guys offer that can help them?
Yeah, so if someone's had a traumatic brain injury, which I think for a lot of us, mountain biking, skiing, even car accidents,
Right.
we really help people feel better after the brain injury. So that could be reducing migraines, that could be helping people sleep, regulate emotions, changing their attitude towards life.
Totally. And depression kind of comes in play too.
Exactly. So I think a lot of people that get a concussion, they'll go to the hospital. Hopefully they work with a physical therapist like a group like Axis or Howard Head or any of the other great physical therapists in town. We really come in after that work's been done, maybe the vestibular system. So for people that don't know what that is, where you're getting dizzy,
Yep.
those types of people can really help you with that. We want to help reduce your migraines. We want to help you focus. We want to help you feel like you did before the injury.
Right.
So a lot of our athletes can't exercise anymore because they're getting migraines or they just can't focus. People aren't sleeping. They can't hold a job. That's really where we're coming in. And what we're doing is we're looking at the brain electrical activity. So we put a cap on people.
Yep, the brain cap.
Exactly.
So cool.
Yeah, exactly. It's pain-free, it's easy.
Yeah.
You come in and we're seeing what pattern in the brain's going on. So oftentimes you see slowing in the brain, and what we're trying to do is bring oxygen, blood flow, and just bring back balance.
That's so important. So people have had physical therapy and they think they're done, but really they haven't reached their maximum health, and that's where you guys kind of come into play.
100%. And there's another aspect of it too of, what we like to do, and there's even a company called Happy Healthy Brains.
Right.
Shout out to Jake for those guys. They're trying to brain scan people so we can get baseline data. We can do the same thing in our offices as well, so we can see where somebody is post-injury and bring them back to that same level of performance.
Wow, that's huge. So you guys
Yeah.
have a location in Frisco as well as Vail, so a couple locations in
Correct.
Colorado, but you mentioned you're kind of working all over the country with, Army
Yeah.
people and others.
Yeah, exactly. So we started a partnership with Vail Health and Howard Head and Manitree, which is a private equity group in Vail.
Right.
And we started doing a tactical optimization program for the U.S. Special Forces, specifically
Wow.
Air Force. And we're helping a lot of those guys come back from injuries and perform. What's unique about that program is, these are all active duty people. So we're really looking at is how can we help them sleep? How can we help them focus? And how can we help them get into what we call a group flow state?
Wow.
So how can we, like bonding, cohesion,
Yeah.
performance, solving complex problems really fast. So that's really what that whole model's been around. And this gentleman at Howard Head, Chris Nurl, is really the spearhead of that, and he just did a great job of bringing together multiple providers and doing what we consider to be the most cutting-edge treatments for people. And
Totally.
that's also what we try to offer in our offices, right? So we don't want that to be just for these special forces people or professional
Right.
athletes. Like
For
we want
everybody.
that to be anyone in the community to be able to come in and work with us.
You guys are changing lives, literally, Micah. Now,
Yeah.
for a little teaser for the people at home, you might be able to bring this to someone's house where they can do this all at their own home.
Yeah, so one of our big projects right now is we're building the first, in partnership with a company called Divergence Neuro out of Canada, the first machine learning cloud-based predictive database.
Wow.
And if that's a lot of words that we're not sure what it means, you're not alone. What that basically means is we're going to be able to send somebody a Pelican case with a brain scanning device, be able to upload that to the cloud, and allow for analysis and outcomes of what people would be seeing.
Jeez.
So if you have, say, ADHD or distraction challenges, we can
Right.
take a look at your brain, tell you what's going on, and let you know how likely you would be to improve and by how much you would improve, say, for focus.
Right, Micah.
So-
That's so important, man, because a
Yeah.
lot of people out there, they are looking for resources. They're looking for help, and that's where you guys kind of come in handy.
100%.
Now, if there's a website that people can go to, what's that?
That's amazingbrains.com. Check it out. There's a Get Started page. You can book a consultation with us. We do work with Vail Health, Olivia's Fund, and Workers' Comp right now for insurance. Our goal is to make this as accessible And if you mention the TV8 spot, we also have a discount for anyone that comes through just because we want to say thank you to the local community.
Absolutely. So all the locals out there, if you're going into Amazing Brains, shout out to TV8 in our interview with Micah here, and you might get a little discount. And thanks, Micah, for coming in this morning, man. This is truly amazing stuff.
Yeah, thanks for having me.